Hello. Okay, I'm here. Right. Well, it's it's a night. It's a weekend. It's a night. Yeah. The reason why I put like weekends in nowhere is basically because I kind of just every weekend I kind of have this urge to go just go to the pub, go to do something. Can't though because I live in the middle of nowhere and in a village where there is no pub. There was a pub, but it shut down. So yay! Ugh. Um, but anyway, my sad life aside, uh, um, yeah, it's reaching. What is the temperature outside? Okay, this is lying. It says 2, but my thermometer actually says that like it's 10 degrees in here. It's under 10 degrees in here. See. And the thermometer from the weather station outside basically says that it was like -4 or something. There's freezing fog or whatever. I don't know what that means. It does look foggy outside and it is cold, so freezing fog, I guess it is. Anyway, um, yeah, nothing ready to report. I kept bringing my sketchbooks into the house today and didn't accomplish anything because me and Damon ended up just watching TV. Well, we were watching random stuff on YouTube and everything. Oh my god, and everything. Oh, not again, please, not with the yawning again. Oh, I'm so sick of this. Um, but yeah, I mean that's it. That's all we've been doing. Um, God damn it, there was something I was going to say, but I completely forgotten what it was. Just a random bit of fan interaction that really pissed me off the other day. Well, it didn't really piss me off. It was just kind of one of those things. But I can't remember what it was. Wasn't important anyway. Just a bit of, well, just somebody trying to like spark drama. It's really annoying when people do that. It kind of just doesn't work with me. I mean, clearly it doesn't work because I don't remember it. So how can I feel bad about it or have feelings, dramatic feelings about it if I don't even remember it? I think it was somebody that was basically just, yes, that's what it was. Jesus, it was somebody who's basically telling me that I must hate them because I don't message them. I basically don't message people because I don't really have anything to say. You know, if you want to ask me how I'm doing, that's great. It's small talk. It's a bit annoying, but it's great. And I'll tolerate it because of society. But essentially, if you expect me to continuously like give you updates on everything that's happening in my entire life, when I don't even know this person. They don't even have a picture on the site, of their face of on the site that basically they're talking to me on, and yet they want me to basically treat them as an instant friend, like an instant daily friend that gives them updates on exactly how I'm doing and stuff like that. It's like, but no, now they're calling me a bad person just because I won't do that. So yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. You know, I have a therapist, and basically, she says, sorry, they say that that I that it's a completely it's completely okay with not wanting to tell people about every single individual thing that happens in your entire life, especially if you don't know that person. She says that it's on the border of being of starting to, you know, it's on the border of just like, if I went a bit further and basically kept telling people all the time, it's like, don't tell me about your feelings, don't tell me about how your day's been, you don't tell me about how you're doing, then I would be considered to be a shit, basically. But the thing is, again, I don't mind people telling me about how they are. I don't mind people messaging me saying it's like how they are, you know, and how they're doing and everything. I don't mind that. That's actually, I prefer that if people keep me up to date on how they are and stuff like that. However, I'm not going to ask you, because I know that, because, you know, personally, I know that being asked that all the time is irritating as fuck. Okay. So I am apparently okay. I'm apparently, it's socially acceptable for me to do this, and it's not even, you know, it's not even like one of those things of like, oh well, the people expect it, you know. It's just that some people are a bit touchy. So what are you gonna do? But anyway, yes, they wanted to start a whole drama about this, and it's like, I'm not. You know, it's like they were calling me a horrible person, telling me that I'm terrible, that I'm antisocial, and all that stuff. And then basically they straight up started name calling. They were basically trying to get me to react when all I do, and all I could do is basically agree with them. But yeah, okay, I'm a bad person. Anything you want me to do about this? If you know, you're the one that wanted to talk to me, and I'm agreeing with you that I'm a bad person. So why did you want to talk to me? Anyway, okay, so that's that. It's a bit of drama. It's gone. Hopefully, you know, it'll be a different, like, kind of thing if basically this person was actually part of my day-to-day life, you know. But it's not. They're not. You know. Whatever. Okay, floor plans. So we're continuing with floor plans. It's actually very relaxing doing the floor plans, and also it's like worky work as well. So yeah, it's like those people that really like to do paperwork. You know, those random sociopaths that really love paperwork because it's relaxing. Yeah, they're crazy. Right. So the next thing we're doing is the pub, I think. Yes. I was like, oh, I could just do the lobby instead, but no, let's do the pub. Let's do the pub. Let's get the pub out of the way. Again, the cool thing about the pub is that it is actually just like, wait a minute. That can't be right. Is it the paper? I think it's the paper. The paper's not within the margin. When I did the guideline, it basically, it's wrong. especially when you get to the bottom. Yeah, what the fuck? Ugh. Does that mean that one over there is wrong? It is a tiny bit, but it's not as bad as that. Okay, now we know what we're doing. Now we know. Now we know. Ugh. Weird. I got a tiny bit of a headache today. Ugh. It's annoying. I should wear my glasses. Why the pen? I don't know why the pen hates me. Okay, so we just thought it was 6 lines down. 4, 5. It can't even complete this. It can't even complete this. 5, 6. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I might put on some music because I think my phone is actually charged up. Oh, 69%. The sexy number, right? Why is that in music? There's a random Tomska video in my music. Shuffle.
Did you know Google makes a phone? Sure, it's beautiful, but it also lets you do more.
Google makes a terrible phone.
Like take
I've had a Pixel. It's
remove
rubbish.
unwanted items out of your pictures, and it unblurs faces. Introducing our newest Google Pixel phones.
Okay. It's a bit Christmassy. It's a bit Christmassy. That should be better. Hi, bye. Hi, bye, dude. It surely is. That's why I put music on. Otherwise, I would have just. I was thinking about basically turning it off because we were about to reach the 20-minute mark, but you had to talk. Because yeah, I was going to turn it off, and I'm rewatching The Man in the High Castle. Man in the High Castle? What is that called? I don't know. I didn't say that. I said I was about to. I mean, it's completely up to you if you stay or go. I'm figuring out. I'm figuring out the design for the pub because I basically I went out of my way to design a saloon style bar. You know, kind of pub area thing. Very open plan. Very cute. I'm looking for it actually. It's one of these. Oh, adverts. I forgot that that's a thing on YouTube.
Of my virtue I am justly proud. Beata Maria, you know I'm so much purer than the common, vulgar, weak, licentious crowd.
Shall we do the same thing?
Then tell me, Maria, why I see her dancing there.
Or should we go for more traditional?
Eyes still scorch my soul. I feel her, I see her, the sun caught in her raven hair is blazing in me out of all control. Like fire, hellfire.
Should I go for the more open plan saloon style pub bar thing that I did with the palace, or should I go more traditional? Traditional with private booths and stuff.
It's not my fault. If it got bad, he made the devil so much stronger than a man. Forgive me, Maria. Don't let the siren cast her spell. Don't let her fire sear my flesh and bone. Destroy Esmeralda and let her taste the fires of hell, or else let her be mine and mine alone.
I feel like we should have. So that means that we have, if we go for a traditional Victorian / Edwardian pub, then that means like private booths with curtains and everything. Um, the actual bar being like separated from everything, partition walls everywhere, which is going to make it a bit more complicated because partition walls everywhere means that I have to design corridors, and it is a fairly small space for some impressively large dudes. Oh, plus we're having a fireplace. Oh, I've got to remember to put a fireplace in. Oh, Ninja Sex Party.
As it was foretold in the scrolls. So take that pudding, pour it on your chest, and let it melt down to your genitals. It's go time.
All right.
Congrats, your ass just got invited to the party of your life. Are you pumped up, fucking excited? It's a Ninja Sex party, so you know it's the shit. I hope you like them, cause what happened. Let's get this fucking party started. Oh, yeah. It's all going down. Your life is bullshit until right now. Go ahead and let your pants hit the floor. Your destiny awaits behind that door. Here we go.
I do like the whole your life is bullshit until right now. I love that. I don't know why.
Dungeons and Dragons or alright, this party's off to a bit of a slow start, but soon it's gonna melt your brain and bitch slap your heart. Check out this deep collecting album that I made back in autumn. Don't get me started on balloons, you wanna wake up and go. And when the music starts to drop, the vibe's gonna change. We got the country theme, bar mitzvah, and shalom on the range. The hot girls are showing up, I am so sorry you waited, but now they're finally in place. So we can get this fucking party started.
Dear God.
The night is on fire. We make a hobbit, say the hell with the Shire. Hooray! Are you ready? That's exactly what baby. Like a baby and not surprise. Some kind of party, baby dance break.
Right. Yes, the good old fireplace. Well, like I said, you have to have fireplaces. Like it's a thing. This building technically has been in use since like pre-Victorian times, which means, of course, they have to have fireplaces. So we're going to do that. We're going to give them somewhere. Somewhere there's going to be a fireplace. There has to be. But yeah. In the palace, I kind of did the same thing. I was very, 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 very liberal with the fireplaces on the second floor. But on the first floor, I was a little bit less inclined. So you don't have a fireplace in the pub, which is weird. Do you have one in the restaurant? Did we do one in the restaurant?
We enjoy having you all these. Welcome back.
We don't. I thought we had one in the restaurant. I was going to put one in the lobby, but basically all of the walls are occupied for the lobby. So yeah.
The Vodafone Big Winter Sale is
Well,
now
there is
on.
one in the
Save
tobacconist, and there is
£144
one.
with the powerful iPhone 14
Nope, it's
Pro.
just there.
Hurry, ends January 26th.
Adverts. Forgot about the adverts.
Every once in a while.
There is one in the workshop in the tailors, but it's not listed.
No lessons, no expectations. A day where
In the
anything
games bar, there is one.
day I can change my fate.
It's too risky to have a fireplace in a restaurant. No, I've been to a couple of restaurants that have fireplaces in them. Granted, one of the restaurants that I went into, the canteen, the cafeteria in the Tower of London, has a fireplace. However, it wasn't on, and that building is like 1,000 years old, over 1,000 years old. So, you know. How old is the Tower of London? I can't ask my phone because it's busy playing music. Because I don't have YouTube Premium because that costs money. Shouldn't I know this? No. Why should I know this? I do know about architecture, but medieval architecture? Seriously? I can tell you what the difference is between a Norman arch and an Athenian arch, but I can't tell you the difference between like a over 1,000-year-old building and a 1,000-year-old building. I'm in London. Panda Fox, did somebody else get your keyboard? Is this actually not Panda Fox? Also, I forget that when you go into London, you suddenly know everything about every building that you go into. Really? But yes, there are fireplaces on the second floor, and everybody's room, almost every single stateroom has its own fireplace. You're just very tired. You know, I don't live in London because basically that would mean that I would be out tonight. So I want there to be a stage of some kind. Just wondering where to put it, because I've got to put the stage and the pub, you know, the actual bar. I want to put the stage and the bar, and then have a separate wall. One of the walls is for the private booths, and then semi-private booths for the other wall. And are we going for a long bar or are we going for like an L shape? Okay, let me just show you. I've got nothing down on paper yet. So this is the room. It's that rectangle in there. So down here, the bar has to be somewhere down here, or along, and it can be along this wall as well. These two dots here indicate a doorway, and that's a doorway as well. So yeah, I'm thinking semi-private booths all along here, because that's where the windows are, and then like private booths on this side, but that doesn't give much space for a stage. So yeah. So you're saying the L shape. I really like the idea of the. No, that's true. It will have to be up against this wall, because on the other side of that wall is where the kegs are stored and the barrels and stuff. There's a big storage space for freestanding kegs and barrels and stuff. So in order for the plumbing to work, it would actually need to be over against the wall. Yeah.
Fancy something delish delivered for 99p? We got
Just Eat does not deliver here.
In my opinion, the friendliest looking dinosaur I was pretty obsessed with.
So you say L shape. That would be a pretty impressive epic bar. It does also free up some space.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Run in the shadows.
Does it free up some space?
Love
How about we have it up against the other wall? I was okay with having an L shape, but it might be good to have it up against this wall. So this wall, all along here, that's where the connection is to the other room. The other room is here with all of the storage for the kegs and stuff. However, it will if we free up this space, we can actually have it for like room for a stage or room to walk around the stage if we have the stage like over here. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let me explain everything. Okay, so like I said, let me get the pen. So like here, all along here, I'm thinking of having the private booths areas. So we're having a partition wall all the way here. And then all along this wall, there's going to be semi-private booths. And then against the partition wall that we made, there could be a stage just here. That means that we have a bunch of open space for tables and chairs and stuff. And also the bar could be up against this wall. That still gives it the connection to this wall for the plumbing stuff. You know, for all of the the pipes to the kegs and stuff. You know? That's what I'm thinking. And yes, this is how I design the rooms, by the way. Isn't it annoying? I have to do all this stuff in my head, remember it, and then draw it later. But that's what I'm thinking. I have to do it this way, by the way. I have to plan it all in my head first and stuff because I usually am working with pen. The only downside I see with this that's both loud and quiet at the same time. It's so annoying. The only downside I see with this is that we actually don't need. We could do your plan of the L shape. The L shape actually would work this way too, but it would mean a huge bar. It would mean an absolutely gigantic bar. You know? So it would be an L shape, but it would be heavily against the other wall. I think there's enough space for that. I do think there's enough space for that. This would be a fairly substantial pub. Not a large pub. It would be like just about average to average large size wise in London. So I have seen this kind of layout actually work properly. However, that was mostly in open plan. They don't have semi-private booths and stuff anymore. Also, these booths are going to be gigantic. So there's probably going to be in the private booth section. There's probably only going to be like 2 or 3, at the most. The semi-private ones, there's also not going to be that many. There's still going to be plenty, but there's not going to be like that many. It's kind of like the pool table situation. There's not going to be a huge number of pool tables, but there are still going to be like there's 5, which is pretty good, pretty decent amount of pool tables. If I do it all the way up to the wall, then there will be even more space. We don't have it. We don't have it open-ended. The petition. It basically is just like its only entrance and exit is like one end. Come on. Oh, Dookie.
Now you've reached the plateau, but not yet a hero. Are you ready to meet and defeat the elite? Can I expect survival against your grind?
Have we sacrificed a window somewhere?
Gotta catch 'em all. Show me what you've got.
Oh, Dookie. How big are the windows? I need to refer to an image that's on my phone. How actually big are the windows? Oh, we've cut a window in half. Oh, is that going to be a pain? Can I salvage it by redesigning the outside? Which I was going to do anyway, because there's not 4 windows on either side of the entrance window on the main building. The existing building, and this is only a guideline base. So, can I redesign that? Yes. Yes. Yep. I think I know how that would look. I just got to make a mental note to do that whenever I draw the outside exterior to this building. That on the ground floor, the windows are going to be slightly narrower around the lobby. They're going to be the lobby windows. I can't fit them in here. Okay. It's an architectural process, you guys, that you're witnessing. Oh, is this new Puss in Boots movie? That was a very, very quick advert for that. I keep seeing like everybody's going nuts for like a character in the Puss in Boots movie because they really like him. Honestly, this happens every time there's just a new furry character in anything. Somebody always has to make art of him, explicit art of them. Yeah. It's the one thing I'm not super happy about with the, you still need to see that movie. It's not out here yet. It's out in February or something. According to the adverts, anyway. Okay, so now I know, now I'm not panicking so much. Fuck. Sorry, I'm trying to work out the logistics of people who have to move around the stage. They'll have to walk around the stage. So it always gets a bit too orchestral for my liking. That particular music track.
This night is gonna be the best of your life. Oh yeah, the mood is right. You look more beautiful than poetry can describe. By the way, do you mind if Ninja Brian joins us? He's promised not to kill anyone. Oh, never mind. It's a party free. It's just you and me and the psychotic ninja, every girl's dream. Don't make sudden movements. Good evening. Would you like an appetizer? Oh, Brian. Do you see what I mean? Nothing's more romantic than a murder in the second degree. You'll be convinced, though I'm sensing you're not totally on board with this.
My pen's not working.
Was it the murder thing? Now it's after dinner and we're out at the club. I'm grinding up against you and I'm starting to chub. Oh, you know, girl, we're making it work. While Brian goes to sleep, they cooking it just dessert. There were 300 people at this club. Brian killed 297, so that leaves us with love. Party 3. You and I for a keyboard, he'd be gluing down control delete. Don't make direct
Right. So how many can I actually realistically fit in this petitioned off area? Okay, so there are, it's 5 spaces tall. And the really, really big dudes are 1 space big. A space, by the way, is the space between the 2 lines because it's lined paper. So yeah. So, but they're usually the really big guys. A space is about how the average height of the person. That's basically the rule I'm going off. It's the average full height of the person, which means that the really big dudes are usually about one person wide. As wide as somebody is tall. So we're looking for space for two booths. One booth on either side of a table. This is hard. So can it be two spaces? No, because there's 5.
Go plant-based with Ben's original plant power. Treat-free, made easy.
So if we're realistic, if we're going to be realistic about this, we're probably only going to get 2. Two large private booths.
You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love.
Otherwise, it would just be really unfair to anybody that's not that big, because they get stuck in a booth, in a private booth. Yeah, okay.
Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home.
How about... No, actually, no. It's going to have to be booths.
Staring at the ceiling in the dark. Same old empty feeling in your heart. This love comes slow and it goes so fast.
How big did I make the private booths in the other place? I mean, I'm screwed anyway, because I've already drawn them now. They're only 2 lines long. Well, these are big ones. These are big boy booths. Yeah. So we got the private booths are going to be this big, which is actually crazy big if you think about it. Like I said, each line is like about as tall as a person. It's as long. Every gap between these lines, like this line and this line, that's a person. And some of these guys are about that wide, or they stick out that far. So, yeah. So in order to be fair to everybody, I made the booths extra big. So you've got 2 private booths.
Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Weird.
Only know you
Random
feel
glitch.
high when you're feeling low. Only hate her right when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
I mean, they're going to squeeze. They're going to have to. The big dudes are going to have to squeeze in anyway. When they do squeeze in.
Hey, yo, girl. You wanna come to a party at my house tonight? Everyone's anyone in LA is gonna be there. I'm extremely rich. Hey, girl. Welcome to my house party. It's a giant mansion, baby. Don't step on all my money. Yeah, there's a lot of models and some supermodels too. Don't touch my diamond bridge. It costs more than the country of Peru. Seduction is like a game of chess, and I'm the queen. Can't stop, won't stop dancing deep into the night. It's a magic party. You know that time is super tight, and if you're feeling naughty, we'll start champagne by candlelight. It's a magic party, and later on to plan the fight. You really gotta agitate the pen to get the station combat. They're very docile by nature.
Right, everyone's gone.
Hey, girl. Heard you couldn't find the dance floor. Just walk right past the garden. Go through the Spanish French doors. Turn right at the 7th bathroom. Then I left in my laser car. You can ride my purebred stallion if you hear my
Spanish French doors.
Take an upside down left at the ancestral stairs.
We're almost halfway there.
Stop dancing deep into the night. It's a magic party. Our party, I just want tonight. And if you're feeling naughty, we'll stop champagne by candlelight. It's a magic party. Now let's watch you dance fight.
No, they aren't. I know, right? It's the view counter. It says 1 person watching, and I'm that person. So I don't know what it counts. I know I should stop trying to keep track of it, but it's right there. It makes me very self-conscious. I may drop the booths. Already drawn them. The semi-private booths. I might drop them.
Don't feel outnumbered by self-assessment. Our AI technology benchmarks your expense categories against similar businesses and lets you know if they look high, low, or on track. Count on us every single day. QuickBooks.
Right, we've got this space sorted.
Yeah, let's go to the beach, eat, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a spotlight. Bad girls like me, it's hard to come by. On the phone, on, let's go get it on. The zone, on, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. Come up low on my money and don't I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more. Till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. So shit, we're meant to fly. Hands up. for life, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now everybody let me hear you say Ray, Ray, Ray. And spend all your money cause it's your payday. And if you a G, you a G, G, G. My name is Megan, you can call me Lindsay. Get on the floor.
The window situation is very fucked. I didn't really do any windows for the bathroom area because basically like it's a basement room. However, windows are very important. Also in the gaming pub, the windows aren't that important in the game pub. You know, they're kind of like up there, and you can have like a tunnel going to the window even. However, here in the upper floor, the windows are a feature, which is a problem because when you put walls up and stuff, you cut windows in half, and that's bad. I may have to ignore the windows just completely. The annoying thing is that the private booths, the semi-private booths on this wall, we're going to line up with the windows, and that's not looking good. I'm trying to figure out where the windows are supposed to go, and they kind of intercept. Don't know why I'm in New Zealand for suddenly. Kind of intersect with the partition wall that I just built. You know the rooms have ventilation, right?
Some things leave you guessing. MailChimp takes the guesswork out of email.
They have ventilation. There is ventilation. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of ventilation. Also, these windows probably won't be opened that much anyway because, you know, in the game pub, they're probably not going to be open that much anyway because they open up to directly into the street. So, yeah. Sorry, window. I'm doing the window still. I'm just figuring out. It's a big window. That will actually work perfectly. Okay. I did it. Well, what if everyone comes in there after a heavy meal? Again, ventilation, dude. Right, let's figure out the stage. Okay, I've got it figured out. I is so small. So I've got the stage sorted out, which is kind of important. Is a little bit important. So I've got like a stage, and then I've got a tiny area behind the stage, just in case like there's a mini powder room, in case they have like if they have like private entertainment, which was a thing. Didn't know that was a thing either. Well, I know I said it wasn't going to have wasn't going to be a saloon style thing, but I've got a stage here because, well, just a mini stage. Um, like right now, it's just got a table and then a couple of chairs either side of it. Because like they had like a drinking contest or something on stage. Who knows? It's a private club pub. It's not actually a pub. It's a private club pub. So yeah. But like it could be set up for like functions. Like there could be like live entertainment there and whatever. fuck? You didn't know what was the thing. Are you talking about the entertainment? Why does the pen hate me? Just all the time turning the page. Ugh. Why is there so many TikTok adverts on YouTube? I don't understand that.
Hold on a minute, Link. Hey, what's up, old man? I see that you're embarking on another epic quest. You're gonna use your ocarina to rescue the princess, but you'll need a
Go take this. That's a door. That's a door. I've drawn over a door. I have painted my swing. Okay, Dropbox. Fuck off. I put it in spam. I don't know why. I do not use Dropbox at all. Get nothing but just crap from Dropbox. Oh my god, the pen just malfunctioned onto the page. So we're at the stage, with the private booths, and yeah, the pub's coming along quite nicely. Oh my god.
Now I really don't know where I am. Hold on a minute, Link. God damn it, old man. You're in Raccoon City. It's a zombie abyss. It's dangerous.
I just realised why I didn't make the chairs square in the other pub. Because circles are just way easier.
Jeez. Come in here telling me you've got a wee-wee weapon.
Circles are just way easier to draw. I still feel like we've got a lot more space than we should have. So how many windows do I have access to? I've got all of them. I've got 3 windows.
Still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Beneath the halo I took my dollar to the road. When my eyes were stabbed by the flashlight of neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
Had to potty. Really? People talking without speaking. I've not really got anything to say. Sorry. Except for my pen's busted. I'm still annoyed at that. I don't have another pen. Really? Like I have to rotate it. I have to rotate it every single time I make a line.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
That was nice. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on.
Turn on the camera for the first time. I play amnesia and trying too hard. Such a good face, and I feel I never fall, never small again. This is so
We have boots.
Turn on the camera. This is so hardcore. Get cheaper to yourself. Expect
So much space in the middle.
I feel I'm falling off. We're going fall again. This is so insane, man.
I don't know what we're going to do with this extra wall space.
Turn on the camera. We have memory view. It's that bridge, but I still love what I do. And I feel I'm gonna fall. Never small again. This is so insane, man. Turn on the camera. Just the one I stand by. 100 now, 100 more. I'm PewDiePie. I feel like I'm in love. Never fall again. This is so insane, man. I'm PewDiePie. I feel like never fall. Never fall again. This is so insane, man. Never fall again. PewDiePie.
Right, I'm going to meditate for this song.
Please don't let this turn into
Trying to figure out what to do with this extra wall space. Because there's an extra bit of wall space here and I don't know what to do with it, but I kind of want to do something. So I'm just going to meditate on it. Plus, this song has a music video I made in my head for this song. It's really cool. So, moment of silence.
But I still love you more than anyone else could. All that I keep thinking throughout this whole flight is it could take my whole damn life to make this right. The splintered mast I'm holding on won't save me long. Because I know fine well that what I did was wrong. The last and the last reason to make this last one as long as I could. First kiss and the first time that I felt connected to everything. The way of water, the way it's on you, past everything I had ever learned. The final word and the final sentence you ever wrote to me was love. We have got through the so
It's seriously so cool.
worse than this
Really annoying
before.
that I can't just hook a machine up and show you what I can imagine about this.
What's so
This music video is
different
awesome.
this time that you can't ignore? You say it is much more than just my last mistake. And we should spend some time apart for both our sakes. The last and the last reason to make this last one as long as I could. First kiss and the
It's very pretty. Very, very pretty.
My words just breaking out. Please just save me from this darkness. Please just save me from this darkness.
I know, like, no one really cares, but like, I invented a race called the Traxians. You know, I invented a race called the Traxians, and there was this whole big thing where, like, the Traxians are like 1 billion years old. They're a civilization, a race of people that are like they've been around for a million million years. They've been around for 1 billion years. They are the peak of like technology. Their society is the best, and they are the guardians of the universe. They are awesome. But physiologically, they are kind of stunted. They kind of like they can't move on from this. So they are basically in their last years in this universe. They're going to leave. They're going to do the elf thing from Lord of the Rings. They're going to go away because it's basically like they're in the way of somebody else taking their place. They've been around for ages, so they're going to go away. So what they have is that they've basically got like about 50 years, probably less, because they've basically like got this thing on a timer where basically once time runs out, their entire society, their all the people, everything that is theirs is going to be transported to another dimension, to another universe, which is basically empty. They're going to get to build their own universe in this space. They're going to be all of them are going to be transported to another universe. And basically, this song, the music video of this song, is them leaving, and it is amazing. It looks fantastic. It's great. I mean, I've tailored it in my brain, but it's really annoying because I can't show you guys what it looks like because it's so cool. And I wish I could. I wish I had like the anime kind of art style to actually display it properly. But yeah, it's really really cool. They kind of like it's just well they're ascending to another plane of existence. So like all of them start glowing, and it's just this, the ending crescendo of that part of that song is kind of like just their planet is like gone, but it was glowing so brightly because there was so many people on it. So yeah. And all everybody chanting the same kind of thing at the same time as well. It's kind of like it's just really, really it's really nice because it's basically like them saying goodbye to everything. And it's like yeah. So it's a cool music video, but it's in my brain and you can't see it. So I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, so yeah, I really want to do something with this wall. And I was trying to think of something, but all I can think of is kind of like an art piece, maybe. But even the art piece is kind of a bit dumb. It's kind of a dumb idea, you know. Like a statue or mounted something or something. It's kind of a dumb idea because like it's just ornamental. It's not a practical thing. This is the pub. We're still in the pub. So yeah, we've got this whole wall. Look, I mean, you've seen this already. I've already shown you this just now. But this wall here, there's wall space that's not in use, and I can put art and shit on these walls because these are walls. But like, I don't really know what to do with this wall. And yeah, that's the bar. and it's not focusing. God damn it! But we've got so much space in the middle, but I don't know what to put on this wall. There's almost enough space for like a whole nother stage, and a whole nother mini stage, because this is a mini stage. It's not that big of a stage. It's just a platform basically for like performers to get on so that they can, you know, do their singing or whatever they're doing, or for them to have like mini eating contests or mini drinking contests or something, you know, kind of like the other stage in the palace. There's like a stage in the game pub area, and there's a performance stage, the semicircular performance stage. What the fuck? So I thought I felt something sticky on my hat. So yeah, it's like there's something here. I want to put something here. We've got plenty of space in the middle for some not something, but there's room for something here. And then I could just put tables in, and then we could label stuff. I mean, that's it. That's literally the only thing that's holding this back. Just trying to figure out what to put here. With the art, but we already got space for art. Plus, there's going to be a lounge. Where is the lounge? I think that's in the upper floor, isn't it? Yeah.
I know the path we've walked, searching for fame and gold, watching the truth of. Yeah, we hold the line. Yeah, we hold the line. I heard the stories told.
I don't want to stick with the art.
But now the blood runs cold. Can we hold the line? Can we hold the line? Yeah, this is where we ride. This is where
I forgot this is a kind of a lame song.
facing my destiny.
Right, yeah. An extra billiard table. You could say pool table. I'm okay with that, you know. It does feel like a bit of a cop out. Because I did that in the other pub. Let's have a look at the other pub and see what if we can come up with ideas. What if? What if we put a large barrel keg there? Kind of a self-serve like barrel. Like a giant cask. I'm doing it. If you think about it, it could be like it could be kind of almost inset into the wall. Like there's just a big barrel shaped hole in the wall, and they kind of like move the barrel in and out of the back to refill it or restock it with a new barrel or something. I like this idea, and ultimately I'm drawing it, so you know. Like they have their own beer. Like they actually have a brewery somewhere in London, and this is their brand. It actually does sound like a beer now that I think about it. You could have so many war style like names of beers. Oh, I'm doing it. I mean, I would if my pen would fucking work. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? I'm drawing at least one barrel here.
Alright, this battle is for real. Yep, I have a good feeling about this one. I'm playing it downtown, you know, right? I'm playing music on the street. I'm getting a noise complaint. And you know what? I don't even care because this is my art. And hey, I just got to the third checkpoint. Yep, I'm feeling very proud of myself. I saw it. Whoa. Everyone strap into an episode of 10 minutes of this shit. Oh, fuck you, Dan. You don't know anything about my battlefield skills. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Oh, wow! Fuck! Why is there a plan here? What is he doing? What's his purpose? Why did he have to open up when I showed up? I could have shot him in the fucking butt. You should try it. Spit in the butt, they say. Why do I have to point that out? It always makes me worse. Oh my god! She's not real. Everybody's having fun. This battle is for real. Here we go. Okay. Oh my god. Here's the one. Listen, man. Do you know what helpful chips? You gotta pay attention to every little thing, dude. Every little thing.
Coming at you like Cleopatra. Okay, now we can get on with this. Okay, I'm good with this. I like this idea. It's a good idea. It's funny. So yeah, we have evenly spaced tables because why not? Okay.
Switching to the Wanda, you
Oh,
can
fuck
save
off.
£10 a month, allowing you to keep doing the things you love.
No, it's the Itchy song. Because he dances around in the highest heels. He's the best, one of the best ones. Seriously, if you listen to the lyrics of this, it's hilarious. To think that this is the Itchy song, really?
We watch the season pull up its own pace and catch the last weekend of the last week before the gold and the glimmer have been replaced. Another sun-soaked season fades away.
You have stolen my heart. You have stolen my heart.
Invitation only, grand farewells. Crush the best one of the best ones. Clear liquor and cloudy eye. Too early to say goodnight. You
Have stolen my heart. Stolen my heart.
and from the bottom floor we are in celebration.
Just putting on the extra flourishes, you know, the little plant pots in the corners and stuff. You have stolen. You have stolen. You have stolen my heart. Of the best ones. We feel you have stolen. You have stolen. Okay, I put a suit of armor in here and I made it really round. So it's almost like a mannequin. Like one of the mannequins. Well, not made it like super round, but I made it very round. But yeah. Yay! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tailspin. Okay, so the walls are done, everything else is done, so now it just needs to be labeled.
Share something real with a beautiful bouquet, handcrafted and hand-delivered by your local Interflora florist.
Okay, so private booth. I don't know how to spell booth. Whatever. Another piano. That's very saloon, but whatever. Do I have to? I have to do the directions to all the different rooms. Yep. Oh, god damn it, pen. I'm writing words. I'm using you for what you're meant to be used for. Got it. Dunsies. A simple but cool pub. I like this one. Oh, I haven't labeled the kegs.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and we'll build this city.
Okie dokie, and yeah. So that one's done. That required way more planning and effort than I thought it was gonna. And it does feel unique. Like it's definitely separate from the other pub, so that's good. The other one's definitely more saloon-like, you know. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is going to be the lobby, and that's going to be a lot simpler because it's actually way tiny compared to the lobby from the other place. Yeah, the main feature from this place is basically not the lobby areas; it's the stairway. It's like a really long stairway. So yeah, even though it's only a few floors tall, this building. But yeah, then the dining room. Is the dining room going to actually fit? So let me just double check. Well, technically the lobby is actually 4 spaces tall. I might be able to actually fit in the cinema as well on this page. I probably will. So it will be the lobby and the cinema that will be next. Oh my god, I got to draw out the cinema again. Well, the cinema is basically the same size, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same size. So that one's going to be easy to do. Should I just like not do the cinema? Because it's exactly the same. Well, if I don't do the cinema, then what's next? The private lounge. Yep, that's small enough to fit in that space on this page. So yeah, and then the restaurant can go in. It's on the next page, and then that will be that floor done. And then the lounge and everything else is going to be. I might do that. I might do the private water suite and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not drawing the cinema again. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, basically. Literally, the only thing that changes is the position of the snack bar area. It gets moved to the side. That's all it is. But yeah, so I've done the pub, and it only took me 2 hours. I know. Sweet. Can we have another moment of silence so that I can listen to that song again? It's really cool in my brain in a video game. I mean, I'm going to do it off stream anyway. So, yeah. If anybody's got anything they want to ask me or say to me, now is your chance. I'm going to just kind of semi meditate again. Where the fuck is that song? There it is. might do a playthrough play.
I have a sword. It's like a whole thing.
Okay.
I have to find the wishing star to become the legend again.
Whenever I team up with you, things go wrong.
Trust me.
Oh my god, this movie looks terrible.
Please don't let this turn into something it's not. I can only give you everything I've got. I can't be as sorry as you think.
So basically, the main thing about this is that like Terexia is a planet, so it's a planet. It's quite big, but it has a fantastic ring system. They built this ring system, by the way, and it basically stores a bunch of energy. It's an energy storage device, and also it moves the planet every now and again. It's actually like their engine. It's a planetary engine, and they can actually like make it into a shield as well. And if you really want it to be, it can be a weapon. It's a big energy storage device. They can do whatever they want with it. It's amazing. So basically, like all of the ships, like when the music starts playing, that's when the rings are starting to like kind of do a weird shimmery thing. Like they naturally glow, but they kind of like subdue themselves and start glowing. So all of the ships from the civilization. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you. I'm so sorry. So all the ships from the civilization kind of like start to become like they come closer to the planet. So all of their ships that they've ever built that can actually make it to the planet will try to make it to the planet, and they will orbit the planet, but they will orbit inside of the rings. Just get within that barrier, because what's going to happen is that although it doesn't matter where you are, if you are a Taraxian, if you got the majority of your blood in you is Taraxian, then essentially you're going to go. You don't really have a say in it either. You're going to go. It's really, really cool. It's probably not cool for some people. In fact, that's what one of the things is that's bad about this, is that there's going to be some like broken hearts and like broken families and stuff as well, which is real sad. But they're going to have to go. It's part of their culture. They've known for at least 200 years that this is what they're going to do. They've had plenty of time to basically sort all of this out. So yeah, but yeah, it doesn't matter where you are going to teleport to another universe. So it's just easier for everybody to be in this new universe in one place. So everybody's going to try to get back to Taraxia. This is their home planet, because they're basically taking the planet with them. So yeah, it's really funny because a lot of other civilizations and alien races and all that stuff, they kind of predict that this is actually mass suicide. Like they're just going to blow up the planet. And it's like, I can see how that would be a problem for everybody, but it happens. Planetary suicide is actually a thing. It's actually a thing in the Traxian universe. So yeah, but yeah. So that opening bit was like all the ships coming into the range of the rings within the radius of the ring system, are above the planet. So yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, kind of important. The rings just when everybody's in the rings and everybody starts chanting, the rings actually disperse. They kind of like they turn from being flat disc to kind of almost they kind of like just spread around like above and below the plane. So they kind of make this shimmery, like starry kind of like mass around the entire planet and around all the ships and stuff. Looks really pretty. It looks really pretty. This is the thing I I really desperately want to show you guys, but I can't animate it properly. It just looks really good. But yeah, that's that. Like when the music and the chanting start, that's when basically that happens, and it looks really cool because the rings are like just flat, and then they just kind of go, like they kind of almost explode, like into mist around the planet. And it looks amazing and sparkly and shiny, and it's so fabulous. Now that I think about it, but you know.
Got through so much worse than this before. What's so different?
And there's just lots of exterior shots of the ships with the mist around them.
You say it is much more than just my
When the music ramps up again in a second, the mist around the entire planet, it kind of like starts to fall back onto the planet. So everybody on the planet is just like standing in fields and standing around buildings and standing around really pretty buildings because, you know, super advanced intelligent race. And remember, Taraxians are comprised of 3 separate species. There's the big wolves, and I'm not kidding, they are giant wolves that have wings. Most of them have wings. And they're the most intelligent species on the planet. Not the people, not the humanoids. You got the humanoids that look like us, just look like people. However, they are slightly shorter, slightly stockier, just because their planet is huge, and essentially gravity means that it just dictates that they're going to be shorter and stronger anyway. So yeah, so they're humanoids, but they are kind of dwarves, but perfectly proportioned, I guess. I don't know. They do look like us. I mean, there's pictures I've shown you guys, but yeah. But also there's also the technological side. There's AI, and they kind of inhabit avatars of themselves, which are either holographic, and I really hate the term holographic because it's not really hologram. It's actually kind of like a robot suit thing that's walking around that looks like them. It projects an image onto the robot of what that AI person wants to look like and stuff. But no, they're coming too. They're considered to be full-fledged, intelligent, you know, sentient beings in Traxian society. So yeah, all of these people are just standing around in fields and they're just watching the snow, the star snow of the rings. Again, it looks fantastic and pretty, and they're all chanting and all singing, and it's lovely.
We should spend some time apart for both our sakes.
Here it comes.
The last reason to make this last one is long as I could first kiss in the first time that I felt connected to anything. The waves, water, the winds, on me the first everything I had ever learned to find a word in the final sentence you ever uttered to me was all the last
This is the point where everything starts to, like, the glowing effect that's happening around everybody is starting to really ramp up. It's becoming kind of blinding light at this stage. So every single like person and wolf and robot is starting to glow, and also the sparkly lights, the snow, the glowing snow is also starting to become very, very, very bright. It's kind of a bit too bright. and stuff. And if you look at the planet from a distance, then you'll start to notice that its photon output is crazy. However, across the universe, Taraxians everywhere are also starting to glow, and they're like hugging people goodbye as they're doing their little chant thing before they disappear and stuff. And at the very end of when, like I said, the crescendo is when it basically just becomes really, really bright, and then it kind of fades. And like the ships that are around, like to witness this event happen, are basically just like really sad because Traxon's gone. So it's a whole thing. Anyway.
And I don't know where to look. My words just breaking net. Please just save me from this darkness.
It's just pretty. It's an emotional time. It's just pretty. I just like I said, it looks way cooler in my brain because of course then I can describe, because it just does, show don't tell and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean it's supposed to be an emotional time because basically like it's just that they're leaving. Some of them have families and stuff. Like yeah, that's one of the things. Also, when you like again when they're doing this end part, it's like the cutting to all of the people that were kind of just like holding on to their loved ones that just vanished in their arms. It's it's very sad, but it's like they had to go. They knew they were going to go. It's a whole big thing. Ugh. So yeah, there's like there's a storyline because like Damon has invented a race in the Tyrexian universe, and they're beavers. Shocking, but I mean, like they're a race of technologically advanced beavers that actually teleport everywhere. They're really cool guys and stuff. But the one of the AI ships, has actually kind of fallen in love. Well, they fell in love with each other with one of the beavers because they're incredibly technologically curious. So basically, he was rooting around her system one day, and then essentially, like, she was kind of like moaning at him for not doing that. And then, but yeah, anyway, they are a couple, but she knows she's going to have to leave. But he has a solution to this. However, she's still going to have to leave. He's copied her. He's made a copy of her using nothing but beaver technology. Their beaver technology, and basically, she gets to live with him, or at least a copy of her does, so that he doesn't have to ever like part from her. And the copy is practically identical to her. So yes, she's going to have heartbreak because she's going to leave, but he's going to stay with a copy of her because he can't bear to be without her. And it's actually really sweet and adorable, and it's cute. And before you go thinking it's weird that a spaceship basically is married to a beaver, um, remember she's an artificial intelligence, that has a weird little robot body that she can basically turn into another beaver. So it essentially, from the outside, it looks like they're just two beavers in love. So yeah, isn't it weird? Just beavers. Beavers weird. They're cute, but they're weird. So yeah, his beaver society is just as cool as the Tyraxians. Although my Tyraxians would totally beat them if they ever were to fight, but they would never fight because they're so good. Anyway. Nah, not really. I forgot why I asked. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's really it's like the storylines, all of the storylines that have ever happened in the Tyraxian universe are fascinating. They're really cool. But then again, they're just because storylines. So yeah, I mean, it's stories that we made up in a fantasy, well, a science fiction fantasy universe. So yeah, but it's really cool. I've had the Tyraxian ideology, the Tyraxian idea and like notes and everything, all written down, and spaceships and stuff, all written down and stuff since I was like 10. Like they're my first and kind of only like attempt at kind of like a novel of a science fiction novel civilization thing. They're kind of almost the test bed. Whenever I basically have done concept art for other people, or like done like storylines and stuff for other people, I basically set it in the Tyraxian universe just to see if it will work, because the Tyraxian universe is so well thought out and there's so much to it and stuff. So yeah. Like I know you don't care, Panda Fox, but it is actually weirdly fascinating to me how other people try to make other ways of moving faster than light in in science fiction. You've got the warp drive, you got the hyperspace and all that stuff. But what they do is they follow the rules of the universe. The whole rules of the universe about not being able to move faster than light. So a warp drive bends space. It doesn't really bend space, but it bends subspace. And this basically creates a field around the ship so that that space inside the ship isn't moving faster than light, but in another layer of space, they are moving faster than light. But in subspace, it doesn't matter if you move faster than light. So they break a rule, but by fixing it, kind of. In hyperspace, Star Wars, how they get around, they basically are moving in another dimension completely, where you don't have to worry about the speed of light. So yeah, but the Tyraxians, their ships, they move so fast in our space, and I don't bother fixing it. The reason why time dilation and infinite mass bullshit doesn't affect them is because they've invented a piece of technology that I don't know about. I don't know how this thing works, because if I did, I would make it and become a trillionaire already. But it's called a logic engine, and basically it just its basically whole point is to trick space time into letting this happen. I just invented that. It just That's all they needed to do. In science fiction, you don't have to basically create realistic ways of traveling faster than light. You literally just have to make a box that says, and it is a box. It's a really cool box. Um, it kind of looks like bismuth. Do you know what bismuth is? It's a metal that basically, when it solidifies, it turns into these cubes within cubes within cubes, kind of like structure, almost like a tesseract kind of like structure, right? It kind of looks like one of those. It looks like a cube within a cube within a cube. It's like and it's very shiny, it's really cool and everything. But it's called a logic engine, and it basically tricks space into allowing their ships to move faster than the speed of light. So yeah, infinite velocity. It's awesome. It really is. But yeah, so I've gotten around all of the. I basically I've created this whole new race called Traxians about, well, since I was 10, so about 20 years ago. Jesus Christ, that's a long time. And there's been like a bunch of music videos and stuff that, I listen to music and I basically make cool shit happen in my head with the Taraxian ships and with the Taraxian people and all that stuff. There are so many cool space battles, dudes. There's so many cool space battles in my brain. If you just play the right music, they happen. And of course, if you play like kind of also cool music, that was what was that called? Make This Go On Forever by Snow Patrol. And it basically, if you play that particular track, then you end up destroying the Taraxians. We're not destroying them. They just go away. So yeah. Anyway, weird tangent, completely aside. I know this has gone on for like 20 minutes. Talking about the Taraxians. I can talk about the Taraxians for ages. Like I said, I have poured like my heart and soul into making these guys. If I was ever to write a completely straight up science fiction novel, it would be about the Taraxians, and it would be kind of like my Lord of the Rings. It would be kind of like, it would be my life's work. It is just like fascinating how much like lore and history there is in the Taraxians. To some people. So yeah. They're so cool, you guys. They are super cool. But yeah. They are super cool. Do you know do you know the original premise for the Taraxians was? Do you know what the original premise was? The original premise for the Taraxians, the reason why they're so cool and so old, is because there isn't any bad ones. There isn't any bad ones at all. Well, there isn't any bad ones to the point where there is one bad one. And even then, he doesn't really have that kind of. No, he's evil. No, he's straight up evil. He's super bad. He's super mega bad. But that's only because basically all of the other ones are good. There is no bad Taraxians. There's just one bad Taraxian. It's like Teknaku or something. I can't remember his actual bad name, because basically I always call him just Angel, because there's like a weird side. There's a reason why he's bad. So yeah. And it's kind of like the whole Angel scenario, but for Atraxian. Like, he was just an average. Well, he was kind of a super smart Atraxian, but essentially, like, something bad is happening to him, or has happened to him, to cause him to be super mega bad, and he's usually the big problem. So yeah. But there are no bad Taraxians. They're all good. There isn't a bad one around ever. Like, they don't really have any. I mean, they have imperfections, but there aren't any. There aren't any evil Taraxians, is what I should say. There can't be. There actually can't be. It's kind of a thing. So yeah. Anyway, that was the original premise. That was basically, I was like, they've been around for so long that they have literally made all of the mistakes that they're ever going to make, and they're just they're the guardians of the universe. They're known throughout the universe as the guardians, you know. But they've earned it because they've been around for like a billion years. Like they are really good. Seriously, some bad guys always come up to them, and they're kind of like, it's like, oh yeah, who made you the space police and stuff like that. It's like, been around for like a billion years. You know, we're allowed to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. It's like, oh yeah, well, what's wrong about, like, you know, space piracy? And it's like, space piracy, it's wrong. It's like fucking obvious. It's like, who put you in charge? It's like, about 16 civilizations worth of your planet. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this is probably super boring to a lot of people. And oh my god, I cannot wait to shower tomorrow, even if the boiler is broken. I'm having a cold shower. I don't care. Belly rubs and belly slew. I say that because I can smell myself. That's never a good sign. But yeah. Oh, it's Sunday tomorrow. Ew. So Sunday's kind of like my unofficial day off. Like I try to not do any worky work stuff, you know. Although sometimes it's relaxing, like doing a very easy room, like doing the floor plan for that. It's kind of relaxing, so that's fine. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Pat and Fox, for sticking around and keeping me company. It's nice. It's always nice. Sorry, that was an actual genuine yawn. I bored myself. I'm gonna hit myself in the head in a bit. Yeah, and thank you to Ed. Ed was here for a second, and then he had to go away. Fair enough. And yeah, I'm gonna try my bestest to record this video. Because it's just like it's been a while now, so yeah, it has to be done. You know, I still have an active Patreon page, and I haven't done anything. I haven't posted anything on it for ages, and I get very guilty about not posting everything, like anything once a day. So I should check on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. See you guys tomorrow. We'll figure something out. I might film something tomorrow. I might just straight up film something tomorrow. Anyway, toodles.